Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the monthly reading for June 2018 for Virgo. How are you doing, Virgo? Apologies, I'm starting with again. I've had so many technical issues. I've broke my mic. I can't find a mic on the island. Just everything. So I'm having to use a friend's laptop at the moment. It's been challenging, but I'm managing to do it. So apologies for those that don't like these readings when they're done live, but this is the only way that I can actually do it. Okay. Hi, Christine. Also, as well, I love the messages that are coming through, but when I'm doing the monthlies, people complain that I actually read them too much. Okay, so like I say, I am clocking them. I will read them all, and then they should be. I will be able to answer them once I've finished this reading. Okay, so this is me. Yeah, magic me, yeah, Virgo. This is me. Yeah, it's me as well, and I'm a little bit scared to read this reading, to be honest. I really am. Hi, my turquoise. How are you? Right, I'm saying hi to everybody. Yeah, what is it? I'm Aries moon, Libra rising, and Virgo sun. So yeah, that's mine. Leo's sweet Virgo, right? Leo's was actually a really good reading. I've just done Leo's, so if you haven't seen that, I'm a diamond, I'm always sparkling. I actually said to somebody yesterday, I'm not as sparkly as what I normally am, but if you still think I'm sparkling, then that's great. So, right, okay, what else do I need to do business before I start this? Yeah, if anybody would like a personal reading, because please bear in mind that these are general readings, okay, that I can only look at your specific situation if I'm actually tuned into you. So these are general. I ask for the general energies around Virgo or Leo or whoever, when I'm reading these, okay? So, right. So the first thing when I was tuning in psychically here with you, Virgo, is I got the song, and I think it's a Beatles song. Well, it is a Beatles song, but I don't know what it's called. And it's there are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some for something, some for better, whatever. I don't know the rest of the words, but that was what started playing in my head, okay? And I really feel this month is about you looking back to the past, looking at the future, looking at people that have come into your life, people that have left an impression. This could be a good impression, this could be a bad impression, it's almost like sort of revisiting, when the old Damon Andrews, when he used to do the This Is Your Life, and there was the big red book. It's almost that. So there could be people coming back from your past. You could just be reminiscing about them. You could be thinking about them. You could be thinking about the good that they've done, the damage they've done, whatever. There's a lot going on, and it's all around people. And it's almost like there's this revolving door where they're coming in. So very Scrooge, like the ghosts of Christmas past sort of thing. I'm feeling here, and it's almost like I want to say here that what is it? There's some people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Okay, when they're in it for a reason, that will be you've put a need out there, and that person will come in to actually sort of answer that prayer, so to speak. But when that prayer is answered, then they go. When it's a season, they'll probably be there longer, and there will be something that you have to grow and learn. Either they have to grow and learn from you, or you have to grow and learn from them, okay? And when somebody's there for a lifetime, that is when there are soul lessons that need to be sort of seen, I mean, our life, people think it's our life is here to live it, and it is, this is what we're meant to do. We're meant to make the best of it. But we're here to actually clear our karmic shit. That's what we do. And I mean, I'm on my last lifetime, and I'm telling you, I am not coming back again. Definitely not coming back again, because it doesn't get easier the more you evolve or awaken or whatever. It actually gets harder, because then you see you see too much, and I went for a reading the other month, and as soon as I walked in, the guy said to me, "Oh no," he said, "you see everything, you see too much." I was like, yeah, tell me about it, So yes, this is what I'm talking about. Everybody we meet holds a little piece of the puzzle, okay? Everybody is important, the ones that hurt us, the ones that love us, okay? The ones that sort of lead us down a different path, the ones that try to drag us down an old path, you know, they're all important in some way. And once we actually learn the reason somebody is in our life, okay, once we recognize that, then we can actually see it for what it is. Is this making sense? So it's almost like I feel there's memories coming back, snapshots of little things. Something might have happened that has triggered some old memories or some old wounds. You know, often we can meet people that basically, you know, they come into our life and they scratch off this wound that we thought was healed, and suddenly it's wide open again, and it's like, fuck, you know, I thought I dealt with that, you know, but we obviously didn't, you know, because if it was completely healed over and we weren't, it wasn't still affecting us in some way, we, you know, they wouldn't have that effect. So there's a lot of this. And what I want to say as well, some people will mirror us as well. Okay, this is what they're showing me. It's almost like two mirrors. So if we see something in somebody that pisses off, okay, it's because that is in us somewhere as well. We can often, you know, when we are on our best selves and we show somebody who we are, that gives them permission to show up as well and be authentic. And sorry, I forgot people were actually there. I've just seen people talking. I'm like, well, what's that? So yeah, and some people don't like that. So it's almost like every relationship we have, whether this be friendship, siblings, family, you know, partners, whatever, friends, there is something that they're showing back to us, okay? And this can make us happy and exuberant. Is exuberant a word? Or it can actually sort of make us a little bit uncomfortable, and we don't want to see that, so we can push that person out. So there's a lot coming through with this, okay? But it's almost like seeing that everybody who has crossed your path and who will cross your path is there for a reason. There is something in it for you, whether it is growth, you know, or whatever. I also want to get what I'm getting here as well. I'm getting the real Empress energy, okay? But a lot of creativity. I don't know if some of you are thinking about starting to make something, but it's almost like I want to say, don't give up on your dreams. There is a full moon on Tuesday, I think. I feel it's not in your sign, it's in Sagittarius, I think, but I feel this is going to be massively, massively important to a lot of Virgos for some reason. This is what is coming through here. If any of you go to the water to watch the moon as well, for some reason, they're showing me water, and then water often can mean emotions as well. So it's this moon is going to be illuminating. I want to say, I was going to say heavy there, and they said no, it's illuminating. This is going to show us, it's going to show us something, almost like looking in a crystal ball. We're getting, so I feel a lot of Virgos will be very, very psychic over this coming month, and I feel creativity is key, okay? Whatever it is, whatever you want to make, what is it in that passion? What is it that fuels you? What dreams do you have that you sort of, you know, you might have put on a back burner? I want you to remember them. Well, I don't, they do. This is what they're saying, you know, it's like you can, you know, there's a rainbow there. There's a rainbow coming in. And it's almost like you need the rain in order to have the rainbow. So, you know, we don't have that beauty. I mean, we've had some thunderstorms here, and it's like, oh God, right, okay. I'm like, I hope I'm not causing them. But it's almost like, I was once told of Spirit that life is like a snow globe. It sometimes has to be shaken up for the true beauty to be revealed. And what I feel is coming in with this as well, what is coming through, is I really want you to stay heart-based, Virgo, okay? This is it. I mean, like I say, they're talking about memories, people, whatever, triggers, old wounds, all of this are coming up. But please stay in your heart, okay? Stay heart-based here, because this is where you are going to get through it. If you shut down and shut your emotions off and everything like that, you will suffer, okay? That is where you will suffer. You know, you're not doing that to protect yourself. You're doing that. That will cause suffering for you, because that is not how you are meant to be, okay? Keep your feet on the ground and keep your heart wide open and give love to everybody that you meet, okay? Even the ones that hurt you, because they actually need it more, okay? You need to follow your dreams here, Virgo. They're saying this so much. It's almost like, I feel they're saying to me here, when Virgos are given shit, this is when their strength shines, right? I like that one. When you're giving shit, that's when your strength shines. So this is what I feel, you know. Yeah, you might, you know, you're very over analytical, and you know, you analyze everything in your head and all of this, but it's almost like, you know, this is where your strength comes, and whatever it is that you are analyzing or creating, they're showing me all these spirals and everything going. It's like, wow, it's what's that song, the spirals, it's spirals of the mind or something like that, isn't it? This is what I'm saying here, Virgo. And it's almost like, what is bad for your heart will be good for your art in some way, you know. So it's yeah, there's a lot of art, creativity, there's pain, there's happiness. It's a real massive mix of things. And it's almost like, I see you stand centered and all these people seem to be going past. It's almost like, you know, a movie when there's somebody standing still and everything is going past them. This is it. There's so much coming through for you, Virgo, okay? So please try and stay grounded during this, because I'm actually, my head is busting now just actually tuning into this this energy here. And God, my third eye. Why did you have to do this on a Sunday as well, you know, my day off? So I hope this is making sense to some of you, okay? It might make no sense at all, but it's making sense, you know. That is what I'm feeling there. So right, okay, this is I'm gonna get onto your cards there, because I'm actually I have a pain in my third eye. You know, people say that, oh, such and such is a pain in the arse, or they're a pain in the neck or something. I've got a real pain in my third eye at the moment. Right, okay, I'm going to read all these in a second, because that's distracting me, and I really feel I need to focus on this. So right, okay, the first thing that is coming out in your reading, Virgo, is you have the Lovers, okay, and then it's crossed by the Eight of Wands. So I feel there is something around a relationship, or something around relationships here, okay, and it's almost like something flying and then stopped midair. This is what I'm seeing. There's a block, okay? There's a block here. And I really feel there was time of creativity, of, yeah, you know, like feeling, I don't know, feeling young again, feeling all good. But then there's what is coming with this is, I feel that there is a lot of burdens and a lot of responsibilities. It's almost like it's gone from heaven to heavy, if that makes sense. That's what they're saying there. And I feel you could be pretty caught up in this. You could be pretty like stuck in this as well. It's almost like again, I'm looking at this, Virgo, and I'm feeling like my head is on fire, if that makes sense. But I really feel this is it's ideas. It's almost like when I'm looking at the flames, it's like flames are coming out of the head here. And when I'm looking at these, it's almost like there's greens and reds and stuff. So it's like security, it's anger, it's love, blah, blah. There's so much going on. And I really feel that's why my head feels like this at the moment when I'm doing this reading. A lot of emotions here, but like I say, there's a lot of heaviness, okay? And as I said before when I was tuning in psyche, this is about keeping your heart open, okay? Because hate is too heavy to carry, okay? Always remember that hate is too heavy for carrying, and you are the one that carries this. Like I say, we're talking about a lot of people from the past, a lot of people. It's almost like a lifetime of people, you know, that are coming in. And please, if you have any resentments or anything like that towards these people who may have been deemed to do you wrong or anything like that, or, you know, there have been a factor in your growth, maybe not a positive factor, but a factor in your growth, please offer forgiveness to them, okay? Because for people who can forgive are people who know how to love in the first place, okay? And I feel that is a massive, massive thing to remember. And when you are carrying resentments or anything, you are just holding a gun to your own head, okay? You are putting it on yourself. And this is all about freeing it, seeing it as, right, okay, there are karmic lessons that I need to learn here, you know, and just letting it go, okay? So I hope this is making sense to some of you here. Please let me know if it is, because I will read these in when I finish this. So right, so like I say, we've got this issue going on, and I do feel it's around relationships or something like that, okay? We then have a fire sign coming in. So I don't know if some of you are connected to a fire sign, but it's almost like I feel there was a security, okay? You've got the Four of Rods there, you know, this is a security, happy home life, nice like that. But it's almost like this fire sign is, when I'm holding the cards there, it's like turned their back on that, okay? And then what they're doing is they're holding back, okay? So it's like, I don't know, there's a lot of shutting off, there's a lot of pushing and pulling coming through with this reading as well. Yeah, that's making sense to you, Journey Drifter, yeah? Right, okay, so yeah, so it's almost like when I'm seeing this person, okay, when I'm seeing this fire sign that's there, it's almost like this person is a bit of a chameleon, okay? So it's like, you know, I'm not saying that they're going to shape shift, you know, but it's almost like they're changeable, okay? And it's like, all right, okay, which one am I getting? Or they've changed, or they're changing. It's weird, right? It's right. I keep forgetting this. Yeah, I've just got to read it. So this is what we have. So it's almost like they're holding back, okay? They're trying to get their solidity. This is what it is. And then, you know, we have the Emperor here as well, you know, which is often connected to, I think it's Aries, isn't it? It's connected to Aries, the Emperor. And it's almost like standing there, you know, like I am powerful, but in a way where it's, I don't feel that this is powerful, because what I'm sensing around this, or what I'm getting with this, is that there is pain, or there is hurt or something around that. Because what we're getting is, we're getting the Emperor, we're getting the Three of Rods, and we're getting the Three of Swords, okay? So there's 2 threes around this. Like I say, we started with the Lovers, so to me this is looking at relationships. And what I'm getting when I'm getting these 2 threes surrounding it